We're here at IBC 2024 on the Astera stand, and we're here to talk about an amazing product that's absolutely set the show alight. So over to you, Ben.
Well, thanks for the kind words, yes. Well, yeah, we are talking about LunaBulb, the only bulb, advanced LED luminaire that really looks like a bulb. And what we wanted is to come with a set of accessories to expand the possibilities of this particle.
So let's just a little recap of the LunaBulb itself and what makes it so special.
Well, it's a number of things. First of all, it's the only waterproof bulb in the market, right? Together with the NYX bulb, which is also ours. The next thing, even more important, especially for lighting operators, is the possibility of having CRMX inbuilt in the bulb. So basically, you have wireless DMX. You can control it from a console directly wirelessly. Then the other thing that makes it very special, of course, the big USP, is that the bulb looks actually like a real bulb. It's actually a 25 watt tungsten bulb replacement, but with the Titan engine, RGB, mint and amber, also the only bulb that has this, probably the most lightweight luminaire ever made. And then on top of this, it has this particularity or this nice feature that you can make it fit in places where normally a bulb will not fit. So that's more or less what LunaBulb is. Of course, it comes with a prep case and a prep inlay. There are battery-driven cases where you can prep up to 8 bulbs at the same time in a matter of seconds, assign DMX addresses and so on. And for those who don't want the case, of course, you can always do it with the wipe remote, pair it with the app, and continue from there.
I mean, obviously, it looks pretty rugged as well. It looks like a bulb, but you're not going to be smashing them, are you? What's the cover made from, and how rugged are they?
Well, it's actually acrylic. The cool thing, it's a very good question, is that yes, of course, this could break easily, but we have user replacement for this. For us, what's also very important to have a repairable product, a product that is sustainable, because at the end we are talking about a product life cycle of minimum 8 years. Wow. It's supposed to last more than that, but in the market we ensure a minimum of 8 years, especially for those renters who want to get enough ROI out of the investments, and then another 5 years of spare parts. So all these parts are repairable. So basically they don't need to throw away the bulb after every production.
From what I've seen, what everyone's been looking at the show are the accessories for them, which I think is probably unique. Is it a unique product?
Yes, it is as it is. So it's unique already as a bulb, right? Because it looks like a bulb. But yeah, what makes it, we believe, even more unique is the fact that now you have the LunaBulb accessory kit that actually transforms this into the first particle that looks like a par 16 type of bulb. You can make it look also as a downlight, and you have the possibility now to increase the output, reduce the beam, control the direction of the light. There's a number of things that we thought about. Maybe I can tell you more about it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So one of the most interesting things is the reflector. The thing about the reflector is that it increases the output almost 2 times, 2 point something, I guess. Now we are coming with the photometrics next week. But what is interesting is that it's narrowing down also the beam. So when you're using it as a table lamp, for example, when you're using it as a ceiling, faking a ceiling on a house, it's a very, very convenient thing because basically there's nothing in the market that can do this. There's nothing that can imitate this. Some people do it with dinkies or Fresnels, but it's something quite big, difficult to rig, etc. So this is the first time you can do it directly with a bulb. The other thing that is very cool with this quite complex optical device inside, because it's a reflector, is quite complex, is that you can shape it even more to make it look like a par. So in this case, with this Luna lens, you can actually make it look like a par 16. And it's particularly interesting when you're having ambition, when you need to see the table lamp and the traveling is coming in and you need to get into the practical and so on. It's very interesting because it really has the same look as a par 16. Then other option is the possibility of using this dome here. And what is interesting about it is that now you have something that looks exactly like a NYX bulb, right? Yeah. See, this is the 25 watt replacement, but if you want a 40 watt or a 60 watt tungsten replacement, then you go for the NYX that is in the market for a long time. And yes, now with the mix of a Luna diffuser and a Luna reflector, you can make it look exactly like a NYX. Furthermore, you can use a snoot And the thing about the snoot is that it gives you the possibility to look more like a downlight, right?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting how the look is. Let me just attach it in. So as you can see, you can fake a ceiling over it. Of course, you're increasing the contrast because you have enclosed area around the light source. You're killing all the spill. So it's incredible the amount of good feedback that we get from the snoot.
Yeah.
It's a very simple piece, right? At the end, it's not a big secret out of it, but you know, smart solutions, simple solutions that really make a difference on set. So the last thing is the Luna shade, and what is interesting about this Luna shade is the possibility of controlling the coverage of the light. For example, you have a talent here and you want to cover this key, you don't want this key to go on the talent, then you can always put a blocker in, right? You're cutting the key, or maybe you just want a top hat, so you still want the key on the talent, but you don't want to have it on the table. So it gives you a lot of possibilities, and it also has a retractile top hat that you can also use to diffuse it more. If this is too much, because you are blocking too much of the light, then you can use the Luna shade with diffuser, and then it's a different shape, as you can see here. So it's more subtle of a look.
You can custom tune
correct.
each light for whoever's sitting there.
Correct, creating textures and creating different shades. And this actually is not our idea, this is the idea from James' friend, ASC and BSC. He was the first one, together with his gaffer, Harlan Howland, to shoot the first movie with LunaBulbs. So especially for special shots that we're trying to change the direction of the light with tapes and black wrap and so on.
Yeah.
So he actually defined for us how the product should look, what it should do, that it needs to be 360 degrees, so you can put it in any position and so on. And actually we did it as per his specification. So that's why it's the first product of Astera that we call in this label of inspired by, in this case, inspired by James' friend.
And also, you have some amazing accessories, I think made by a third-party company?
Yes, correct. Any user basically could do any shape on their house, because we have an STL file ready to be 3D printed in our website. So actually anyone that has some skills with 3D printers can do it. If they want to go to a little bit higher level on the quality of the prints and so on, they can do it with companies like Global 3D, for example, that they can do custom shapes. And if they want to do very high-end stuff, like nothing 3D printed but out of the mold, with very special designs, we also have the guys from Lock Circle. They're doing a big catalog of different models for it. Some of them look really nice. We have it here in the booth, and the people is very impressed about the quality. But at the end, this tells the story about Astera. We are not a company that want to do it all. What we want is to create a concept where the people can create a community around. This benefits everyone. Other companies can make business out of it. The users are happier because they have more options. And we are fine because at the end, the goal is to have something that is used all the time and is functional for everyone.
And someone who's got other Astera products, how does it work with controlling these with your light panels, or does they all work off the same app or the same control systems? All
the products of Astera, all the new products that we are doing, all the film products are based on the same engine, same color engine. It's all 5-color LED that the people know probably because of the Titan tubes and many other things that are very popular. And we are just continuing with the same. So actually you have the same color quality in the LunaBulb that you have on a Titan tube. You can use it as a key as well, the same way you use it the other one. But then, of course, all of them have a lot of wireless technologies inside. So it's actually quite interesting that in this very small space, you have not only wireless DMX, but you have Bluetooth, you have Wi-Fi, you have IR sensors, and of course you have UHF, so you can connect with Astera boxes and so on. So a lot of wireless technologies that allow you to address whatever you want to do, set up everything from your app, or with the cases and so on. So you have the remote also for IR, many solutions, but all of them are the same for all the products. So those who already have an inventory of Astera, they don't need to buy anything else. They know how to control the LunaBulb right out of the box.